If you were to ask me freshman year what I wanted to be, I'd say, I don't know. Trying to get my diploma, I guess. Graduate. I don't know what I wanted to be. I just wanted to finish and be done with it.
I watch his mother, Blaisha. I watch her grow from a little girl up into a beautiful young lady. Blaisha died in my arms. She was pregnant. This is Blaisha when she was 6 years old. And this is me and Blaisha. The last picture me and her took before she died. Calvin went through a lot of difficulties with that as a young baby and so did I, and probably still going through it. This is him when he was about 2.
My mom died when I was 2 years old, going 2, and from there I was in foster care. I was adopted about 7 years old. I don't know too much about my father. He was in jail most of my life. Back then, I used to, it's like what didn't I do back then? I was very bad. That's being nice. I was getting C's and F's and stuff, mainly from not doing work and doing homework, slacking off.
If we let the kids get to the point that they're already so far behind, it's really hard to play catch up. It's doable, but it's very hard to play catch up. AVID is an acronym for Advancement Via Individual Determination. But as I tell anybody who asks what AVID is about the I in there. It's the individual responsibility and about teaching kids that they are responsible for their own success or their own failure and to be the best I that they can be.
My freshman year, talking to Miss Cook, she looked at my grades and she asked me, do I want to join? I said yes, and she brought me in.
We look for those kids in the middle of the road that get overlooked, that have that potential that they could be that honors kid, but because they were just an average kid who just is always sliding by with just enough, that nobody really ever pays attention to them. We are very big in not being average. We want you to always be thinking ahead, looking ahead, and pushing yourself to be better. Always be better. A regular day, AVID is always centered around WICKER. The W is for writing, the I is for inquiry, the C is for collaboration, O for organization, R for reading. Everything you do is centered around WICKER. Everything we do is centered around improving your grades, improving yourself. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, if you walk into an AVID classroom, it's tutorial day, and you'll see students in groups of 7 or less with a tutor that's assigned to that group. And the students have completed what we call a TRF, a tutoring request form, and you'll see one student at a time at the board. And the first thing they put on the board is their POC, which is their point of confusion, where they try to isolate what it is they don't understand. And then they also write a show and tell column, and that's where they actually will start to write their problem on the board, and then they have to write out the steps of what they're actually doing at every step. Because the whole goal is to systematically get through that problem and then be able to use that TRF later on when they do their homework and get stuck again. It's really easy to say, I don't know how to start this problem, but the real point of confusion is why don't you know how to start this problem? And that's where they really struggle. But once you can identify what your real problem is, then you can work out a solution.
The teachers are empowered. They are the cheerleaders. They are the driving force. When you as a leader are passionate about college readiness, it transcends to everything you do. It helps to change a culture and a climate. If one is using the AVID strategies with fidelity, it just changes the culture, the academic culture of a building.
If we can identify the students early on, it makes it much easier and the process goes along and they actually excel quicker.
AVID is just good teaching. It helps me help the kids be the best thinkers. It helps the kids be organized. It just makes me feel at the end of the day, it was a successful day. The kids work harder. The kids are doing more of the work and more of the thinking. I'm just there to guide them through the process of the learning, and they are working harder and they love it. With the WICKER, it's their reading, their writing, they're asking questions for inquiry, they're working together, they're using organizational tools across all curriculum. The binder is an extension of themselves. That's where they keep their work. They keep their most prized possessions in there. They can go back, they can see their growth from the beginning of the year to where they are now. It's a great communication piece with our parents. We have our agendas that we write in every day, that if we have a note that we need to get to the parent, we have it written in there. If there's a special event, we put it in. It's like the good foundation of a house. If we give them these good organizational tools and study skills and teach them how to read, to learn, we can just build on it and take them as far as they want to go.
If we already have the kids advanced to a little higher level, it just makes their success much greater in the end.
The students have to believe that they can come from anywhere and be absolutely anything they want to be. I want to be able to say that AVID provided a structure for our school, for our district, and our students succeeded. I want AVID to be that driving force, that vehicle in which students are able to communicate effectively, display their work, be organized and more prepared, and be excited about the culture and climate that they created through the strategies and instruction of AVID. If not AVID, then what?
My grades turned around completely. And joining AVID, I just got into more involvement with people. I've been accepted to college, going to BG.
Our parents, our guardians, our grandparents, our aunts, our uncles, all those who family members made today a reality for these students to walk across this stage today. Give yourself a round of applause.
Because of my teachers and because of AVID, I now have the tools and the confidence to succeed. If you were to ask me now, what am I doing here? I'd say I am becoming a better person.
You are TPS proud. You are all proud graduates of Woodward High School, class of 2017.
I know right now, I know if she was here, she would be the most proud mother. He's a very good kid, and he's done turned into a beautiful young man.